What up with everyone? What's good, y'all? Yes. Coming to you live on a Sunday, you feel me? Feel a little inspired. I was in the midst of me, recording, doing some content I got coming, releasing. I got another movie coming out this week that I'm instantly, doing early. The early, pretty much in the early stages of the editing and just finished recording and everything like that. It's gonna be jam-packed. It's just of a football trend I noticed about our defense. I don't want to release too much because the moment you mention your dreams, somebody else they're gonna shoot them down, like my boy J. Cole said. You feel me? But if you're new here, make sure to like, share, subscribe to the content. I know this is a different time and everything like that. I just felt like I need to come out here and everything like that. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, to all everyone's mothers. If y'all watching, if y'all coming up in here, appreciate y'all from rocking with your boy on this Sunday night. I really, feel me. But I just felt like I was going to do this tomorrow, but I was like, man, F it, do it tonight, because I just felt inspired by my content brethren as they've been putting in work, and I just that's how I was when I played football. I don't know about y'all. When I played, it's just like, well, bro, I couldn't, if I sat around too long, I got a little antsy because like, bro, I'm not getting better. You know what I'm saying? I just, I wasn't, contributing and doing what I need. So some in me is like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody coming in here. Y'all real ones for real. Shout out to Dak Owens, Newhouse and everything like that. DP Johnson. I will be starting a raffle for all super chats. $5 is gonna be probably the most likely lower, and then I will be doing a regular monthly members raffle. So because I want to show respect to all the members, because if you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. And I'm going to, for the content, it's gonna be pretty much like community led within the member space, where I'll be running like polls and letting y'all pick, what movie y'all, and it'll be exclusively for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And if it do well, y'all want to release to the public, it'll be primarily on y'all, like the community will drive that. But so I'm doing that, like I said, I'm starting a raffle. $5 is the entry. I'm giving away a couple of gift cards and everything like that. It's gonna be like gift cards to Top Golf, maybe like we're still in the early stages, but you can't enter the raffle. I am taking down names, and like I said, there's gonna be like a regular monthly raffle and for the members, and all the members. I haven't really released any members only content, but I'm telling you my plan. My plan is to y'all be community led in there, so y'all can tell me what y'all want to see, because y'all know the content I'll be doing. It takes time. I would specifically like take time for y'all and everything like that in there. Shout out to JT who just subscribed and everything like that. See, you know what I'm saying? But if you join the membership and everything like that. But let me, without the, further ado, shout out to DP in the house, Newhouse, and in the house. So shout out to y'all. I want to talk about this running back situation. Is it enough? Because this is a subject, honestly, I've been talking about for a while. Like, I've been pushing for a while, over a year. I saw the writing on the wall, and everything like that. And I put out a lot of content last year on it. I put in a lot of content, and today we're going to, in order to help me to he said, Lou, y'all need a DC Universe t-shirt in store. That's a great idea. We'll talk to boss about that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all keep helping us push, push the content, we gonna do, things for that. Cause that actually be dope. But that's gonna be kind of hard, Newhouse. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna have to really formulate the logo. We may have to change that, cause I ain't trying to, piss no Warner Brothers or Disney. I ain't trying to piss off the Mickey ears. I ain't trying to piss them off. Lord knows, boy, I ain't got that much bread. Boy, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't play around too. If y'all know, quick history lesson, Oregon and their duck, they got sued by Disney because they was using Donald Duck as their duck. That's how much they don't play around when they come to hey, Disney do not play around when it comes to today's stuff. So we got that's a fine line we got to toe, you know what I'm saying? But that may be a good idea. But like I said, I'm gonna get right into it, because you know I want to help. Hey, for sure, yeah, help us out, Newhouse. I wanted to help drive this running back conversation with a video I did last year. It was called Running Back One Duo and everything like that. So we're gonna see here and we're gonna react to it. It was some of my best work, you know, when I was originally transitioning, and you know, it's gonna be good for me to, you know, just react and see where a lot what I came from, you know, my editing skills as well. But let's get into it though. Like, come on.
Typically, was it? I mean, did you see that? I guess a lot of people, other people might not have seen.
It was the physical play style. I mean, this is a guy that, you know, as a pass protector, he's elite. Playing away from the football, he's elite. I mean, he's violent with his chips and so smart and so intelligent. Yeah, just the way he played the game in Denver, man. Like, you know, and I get it. The injury sucked, and, you know, it took him a little while to get.
So if anybody don't remember, I put this clip in here because this clip, it helps paint the picture, and like, you got to read in between the lines with these interviews, because you can tell when the coaches are really passionate about you, about how descriptive they get and how passionate they get. So remember, I had to eat crow. I was wrong about Javonte Williams last year at the beginning of the season. I was saying, like, I was mad that we were protecting him from competition. You know what I'm saying? A little butthurt because we didn't see much, and honestly, I should have known better. Like, him being a power back, that, you know, he wasn't gonna look good in the clips that, you know, media was putting out, or, you know, certain guys in. It's all because shorts and t-shirts, that's meant for, you know what I'm saying, the fast and finesse guys. Power guys, they thrive when the wood and when the metal is clanking. And honestly, I would say 1000% Shotty hit a home run with this. Now he missed on that Miles Sanders bullshit, be honest with you. He missed on that. But as far as Javonte, nah, he knocked that out of the park. So I put that clip in here because this was very important. Because when people were trying, because this conversation got big for us, like we was a year ahead, a lot of people was trying to paint the picture of what Shotty wanted or what he should want for a running back. And we were telling, like, people big as day, this is exactly what he wanted.
Back, but like Javonte, he's the bell cow, and he's earned that. We believe in him.
Hold on 1 second. Let me do something like right here. I'm so I can see y'all comments. Yeah, let me get this. And I'm gonna go over here. And I'll put that here. Yeah. There we go. So y'all can see y'all comments. Look at that. Building a plane while it's in the sky. Gotta do that. All right. Let me get back to it already.
And you know, that's the way we'll approach moving forward.
I was on one with them sound effects, boy. I'll tell you that. Newhouse, I personally don't think it's enough right now. I have no confidence in Blue Mafia. We'll get into that. I predict the special group of coaches. This team hit a home run. Tough second place schedule. Good. Give me the tough, you know. I think you're talking about the schedule. Okay, I'll come back. All right, let's keep going. Here's the 2025 run game. Ooh, Lou, fix your lighting. I ain't gonna lie. I came a long way, man. I tell you that. I came a long way. The efficiency is on the x-axis and explosiveness is on the y. Okay, so like, I remember this chart. And this is why I was getting mad and I was getting passionate during this time, because a lot of people, and I could tell this was happening during the time, like the Dallas Cowboys run game from the year before, we took a giant step from McCarthy. Like, and you can tell this is the Clayton Adams effect. We were a very, very efficient run game, and I talked about it in here on how, like, the run game already came so far, especially with the addition of Booker. The offensive line, like they're very good at, you know, at the run blocking. We were a very efficient run game, but the reason why I was helping illustrate to people to show them, like, with our run game being so efficient, why does continuously it feels like shoddy Clayton Adams in our offense consistently at the end of the game, or like at certain points they second guess themselves? We were the most efficient. Like, I'm terms of, like, y'all know efficiency. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like in 10 runs, we're gonna get positive or 4 to 5 yards on about 8 of them, especially with Javonte Williams. So like that, you know, that stuff like that doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? Like EPA, that doesn't add up. So let me keep going. Do you see Dallas? At this point, they are one of the most efficient run games in the entire league, but they are not one of the most explosive. Which, for the people who do want the thunder and lightning or the change of pace back combo, this is where I gotta be fair and I see y'all argument. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't an explosive run game. Like I can count on one hand, and y'all can too, the amount of runs that probably was over like 20 to 30 yards. Like, I remember, we know the Miles Sanders one in the very first game, he got hawked down. You know what I'm saying? I think Javonte got one in the Giants game. Javonte, I remember one from the Jets game that was over 60 yards from Javonte. I remember the Malik Davis one in the Chiefs game. I think it's probably one more run that happened that may have been like at the cusp of that, but we were not a very explosive run defense, or a very explosive running offense. And I understand y'all's argument for like one in that second change up and everything like that. So yeah. So here's a wild question. Why does Dallas still need more thunder? Let me explain. Let's first start by saying that the Dallas Cowboys run game has been very impressive, especially compared to last year. Let's go back just a few to establish the baseline of where we came from. What we saw last year was a inconsistent nature to commit to the run game. It was erratic on paper. It was clearly erratic from when our play caller wanted to even call them. From the scheme to the mentality, it was clear that the Dallas Cowboys of 2024 did not want to run the ball. Yeah, and honestly, that's just McCarthy. And I can't even fault him. Like, he's just, like, West Coast, I don't know, maybe I was mad at because like there's other coordinators in the league like McCarthy who has a baseline of being the West Coast, but like everybody West Coast ain't the same. And that's what I gotta find, like what people gotta understand, like just because our offense may fit into this category, like the difference between this coordinator and that coordinator is the flow of play calling or the why, what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like, yeah, I don't think we was more of a running team at all with McCarthy, and it was kind of one of my gripes, but I couldn't get mad at him because he just wanted to pass the ball, so we should have loaded him up with weapons, honestly. And honestly, in hindsight, we kind of did him wrong. Like McCarthy, we didn't never give him what he needed. He needed more weapons, and all we gave him was Brandon Cooks. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he had Amari, but like that was like briefly. And technically, he didn't have him. It was Kellen Moore. And our run game was far from being feared. But everything changed in 2025. And let's go over some of the reasons, or a couple of the reasons that it changed. One, coaching, particularly two hires, Connor Riley and Clayton Adams. See, and this is where a lot of people don't understand, and this is why I get frustrated of the fans like advocating for a primarily passing team, because you got two big hires in here, honestly, that you brought in here to specifically improve your running game. So kind of like you got to pay attention to like coaches' history and their DNA of where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Like if you coming from like a gritty team that's known for running up, everywhere you go, you join a team and y'all run game be some of the most deadliest ones, and y'all be some of the most physical ones. Like that's Connor Riley. You know, like I really did dig deep in Connor Riley. He comes from North Dakota State. I played in the SWAC. I played in the FCS, dog. And like, you know what I'm saying? When I played at Sam Houston in the Southland, before the Sam Houston transitioned to a FBS team now. But when they was in the FCS, the team, like, bro, in the FCS playoffs that continues to run things and always been running things is North Dakota State. And their play style, bro, they gonna line up and just smash you. You know what I'm saying? They running nothing but duo concepts, nothing but counters. They, you know, ask Hunter Lukey, we got him as a fullback. Dude was a running back over there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like look at Trey Lance. Trey Lance is a primarily running style quarterback. Like when you look at North Dakota State and then the other spot he was at in Kansas State, like those are teams, bro. Like they're known for like that greedy up front mauling run game, and you hired him on this team. And then you look at a Clayton Adams, like he comes through something similar. And that's why last year when Schotty was talking about him, like, bro, he knew there was going to be a perfect match made in heaven, even though they never met each other, because they had similar paths. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, I'll be honest with you, like, the fact that we have not fully committed to that side of the offensive identity and let them feast, I feel like we're not squeezing the full orange. Like, we're not getting the full juice out of that orange in terms of coaching. Just being honest with you. Let's keep going on. The process behind hiring the hire speaks louder than the names itself. The fact that we went to the college ranks, looked at somebody's history, where in up and down their resume, it spoke run the football. That's Connor Riley, especially his tenure at North Dakota State. And of course, his work speaks for itself. The people, the guys that he helped contributed to the development of some pro level offensive linemen, including yours truly, Cooper Beebe. It was pretty much a no brainer. Then of course, the MVP probably of this offense in general, Clayton Adams. What more do we need to say about him? Scheme, emphasis, technique. You can just literally attribute to the chart of where he came from and where they are, being unexplosive and inefficient, to where he is now. And honestly, they really didn't like change their personnel in terms of up front that much. Like, so a lot of people, they love to bring up like that Clayton Adams didn't have many like first rounders on that offensive line at Arizona, and that he was able to develop them, and he is able to revitalize like a guard and Will Hernandez. And I honestly, I hope he ended up being doing well too, because I don't know I know we wanted him, but I don't know where he ended up going. But the main reason why like they had very adequate O-line play is because like they were a very balanced or run heavy first team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're feeding in to what your O-line does best when you do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is, let me just keep going. His name itself rang bells. And of course, to the personnel, drafting yours truly, Tyler Booker, and of course, development and leaning into the skills of what we got to the guys up front. With knowing this graph and knowing the changes we made, it was clear and intentional that the run game was at the #1 priority of change of this offseason. And can I say something? When building your offensive line, if you gonna choose to build from the inside out, whenever you build your team from the inside out, you never build it to primarily pass protect. If you want to control the middle, and you literally have 3 guards in the middle, like you have 3 bowling ball strength mauling guards in the middle, and you think they are meant to be there just to be on their heels the entire game. You have, can I ask y'all a question? If we had a chance to have Larry Allen, Zach Martin, and Travis Frederick on that line, what are you doing with that offense? You have Larry Allen, Zach Martin, and Travis Frederick, like 3 guys who've been at the top of their game at a certain point in their career, known for their immense strength. What are you doing with that line? I think that's the best way I can describe what's going on here in Dallas. And as a former offensive lineman, this is why like I get frustrated when people say like, okay, the offensive lineman needs work. I was going in saying like, I don't think we need to change anything in forms of personnel at the O-line. You invested enough, and you did, and I think you did. But I don't think you're honing in the strip, and we're being kind of inconsistent and not honestly taking a page out of what happened in our direct pass. The Dallas Cowboys, in terms of O-line play, I think we may need to look this up. This is just me going off the dome. We probably put the most Hall of Fame offensive linemen in, we may put the most linemen in the Hall of Fame. But what people don't understand is like, we didn't get there by just passing it. The linemen we put in there were all maulers first. Because you let them go attack. You let them go do their strength. You let them go punch on, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I just don't feel like I don't think we do a good job of recognizing our history and what made us do good. Like when you think of the Dallas Cowboys, probably at no point in our history we were known to be like an air raiding team. And there's nothing against that. It's just like when that's your DNA, that's your DNA. And I feel like of all the historical franchises in the NFL, I feel like we're the only one who forgot what made the Cowboys the Cowboys. I don't think the Steelers forgot that. I don't think the Niners forgot that. You know what I'm saying? Who's another? I don't even think the Bears forgot that. A little bit, because they're not necessarily like you know what I'm saying, like just mauling up front. Currently, I would say they have, but they still understand, like, even though the guys at the top may change, what made us be great, what made us be remembered, that is in like that has bled to the walls of what's being like the foundation of literally in the like of the other Dallas Cowboys. Like, so like what's in the blood, in the sweat and the tears and the walls is us. Like when they remember the Cowboys, and I didn't see the Super Bowls, but every time they mentioned it, bro, they was like, when we played them 90s Cowboys, you get the buck of your chin strap. Is that because we was airing that bitch out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, every time they say like, oh man, we have to get ready. Man, we have to get ready to tackle Emmett. You know, is that because Emmett was out running them? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, oof. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they fullback wasn't nothing. Like, oh, Woody wasn't nothing. Oh, really? Like the fullback wasn't making people nose bleed. Oh man, their O-line wasn't nothing, man. Like all you had to do was just swim move around them. Really? Swim move around Larry Allen? Nate Newton? Really? Really? Is that how we remember the Cowboys? That's not how I remember the Cowboys. And I wasn't even there. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like they were feared physically. And I feel like I don't think the Niners have lost that. Even to this day, they may not have won a Super Bowl, probably even, technically even longer than us, but they didn't lose that. I feel like we lost our way a little bit. We've gone away from that. We've disrespected that. The only number, the most untouchable number probably in the entire NFL, and the most untouchable number probably in Cowboys history was a running back. But we disrespected that one position and just forget, like, a running back was probably one of the main reasons we are who we are. And reason number two is the scheme itself. You know, going from a bland zone scheme to now emphasizing gap, emphasizing power with sprinkles of zone. Scheme is... Appreciate it, Frank. So Green Bay technically has the highest number of offensive linemen. That's a great fact for me to know. I did not know that. But we are a close second. See, I knew we put a lot of linemen in there. We got some linemen from the 60s, like wasn't Ray Mayfield? We put some linemen in there, but shout out to that. Green Bay is a historical franchise, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Green Bay ain't lost their way, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. And are frequently cited as one of the best offensive line. Yeah, we have, like, and I would say our legacy, and even though they got probably more numbers in terms of putting guys in the Hall of Fame, I promise you, the quality of guys we put on there shits on the Green Bay. I'm telling you right now, they just shit. Like Larry Allen is just all over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Zach Martin, all over that. You feel me? Like, I feel like we literally birthed and bred some of the best offensive line play in the NFL has ever seen. I'm going to do more of a historical reference on this so I could be technically right, because there's a lot of teams who do that also. But I'm just you know what I'm saying, like, right, Newhouse, that's the number one word they used to say about them 90s teams. Me, someone who's never said it, born in 98, didn't see none of that. In diapers, wham. You feel me? The number one word they kept using when they talked about going up against the Cowboys, I'm not talking about how the Cowboys viewed themselves, feared. Like they was shaking in their boots. nothing, but it's nothing without the execution. The grow in variety with play calling. We got power runs, gap runs, zone runs, counters, the variation for defenses to handle. And for us to emphasize such change means it was intentional. And then the running backs chosen behind the scheme, chosen to do that. It's clear that they want a running back hitting the gap now, falling forward with ill intent. See, and a lot of people do not want to admit that, Lou. A lot of people don't want to admit that, Lou. They don't. I'm just being honest with you. They don't. They don't want to admit that there is a certain type of running back that fits this scheme. And there's somebody that play O-line, bro. I'm telling you that shit matters. It's not just a matter of lining that shit up and giving somebody the ball that said they play running back in the little league. Nah, bro. Your running style and, you know, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you fit, that shit matters, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man, that shit matters, bro. I really am. I'm trying to tell you. It's clear when they were looking and choosing these backs in the backfield, they wanted the one that can maximize their yards per carry, regardless of any type of run. And a lot of people are literally gonna miss that, man. That's why Shotty wants, he literally said he prefers big backs. It's because every time he want to run a ball, he wants positive yardage. He wants positive yardage no matter what. And this was clear if you went back on my channel. We saw this when we looked down and actually dissected every single coach. And when they were asked about the running back, in particular guys who wore emphasis in the run game, Derek Foster, Clayton Adams, Brian Schottenheimer, every time when they kept saying it, the one word kept coming up: power. See, and that was the alignment that was on the offensive side. I'm telling you, bro, like, I just want to give them everything they need, man, before I can really truly evaluate them. I want to evaluate this group so bad, but I need to see them with everything they possibly need. They possibly need. I'm telling you, I need to see. Can y'all just give me one? Just give me one season of what his true vision. If you give me one season of his true vision, I promise you, I will. I don't want to say y'all can do whatever y'all want. What after that? I just need to see that, because I'm very interested to see, especially knowing his track record in the past, bro. When he's giving what he's need, he does what he needs to do. And I'm gonna go over today, like, in terms of offenses, bro, like, why this is important. Even though this graph right here shows where we are currently and how we've come so far, it does not show where we can go and the impact we can have if we put just a tad more emphasis and intent behind it. The one thing that this graph doesn't show is the volume or trust or durability. And that's why and honestly, see, this is why people were fighting us last year. They were saying that the run game was already good. That was the big thing. People were saying, "Oh, Lou, the run game, you don't need to touch the run game. Why? Like, we already got an RB1. Why y'all want another one? We don't need more than one. I barely respect Javonte. Well, why we need another one? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's already top of the league in terms of production. Why do you need something else? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said, he gifted jewels. I actually do not know what that means. Me being a YouTuber. Shout out to Los Altos though. Appreciate that. I need to see how much that costs. Right, if y'all don't know, I'm doing a raffle, man. $5 gets you an entry. I'm doing a raffle. We're giving away gift cards. I got, Top Golf. I got another gift card. I think I'm gonna do a gift card to the Cowboys shop or NFL Pro shop. And then if you become a member, I'm doing a monthly member raffle, and I'm gonna let y'all pick a video per month, a high quality video that y'all want done per month, and I'll do research on that. Y'all know the quality I'm gonna deliver. You feel me, like that? So I want my community to be really community led in there. But shout out to Los Altos on there. But yeah, so a lot of people were fighting me and Boss, and others on why should we want to add more to even when Javonte Williams was already having a great season. So why, like, Lou, it seems like you was always negative. It seems like you was always, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Drell, man. I need to really look up what these jewels mean. For real. A lot of people was fighting us on that, like, because I understand, bro. The way I think football, I am thinking, I'm like, I know, like, a lot, the shit I say to come out of my mouth can sound crazy at first, but then when it play out, I be like, oh, like, yeah, I know I'll be in the future a lot. I know I do. I know sometimes, you know, I'll be speaking gibberish. I know. I'll be honest with you. But that's why I was telling y'all from the beginning, like, bro, even in the midst of this great Javonte Williams season, I'm like, bro, we need to probably get somebody that's in here better than Javonte or on the same level, because the way he was running, durability, I knew that wasn't gonna last. I knew it. And it's not, and I don't say this because I just don't trust the durability of a player. I'm being realistic. That's all I wanted to. I'm being realistic. And I'm looking out for the Cowboys within that. Because what also scared me is when we went down, when and I'm gonna say it in the video. Whatever way. In the video, when Miles Sanders went down and we literally had one running back on staff, bro, I saw a different Shotty. And I was like, bro, what are we doing? We coming very passive. Like, I didn't like that Shotty that I saw with just Javonte Williams by himself and nothing behind him. And then I think I made this video before Javonte went eventually down. Bro, when Javonte went down, that offense stunk. Even with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens on the field, that offense was, I did not like. I'm like, Shotty, hold on. You know what I'm saying? We need McCarthy. I don't think you can handle the passing, you know, or every down type thing. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, like, no, you need a running back. But if there's a coordinator out there that needs a running back or two, it's Schottenheimer. And that's no hawk about against him. Shout out to Henny in the building. Appreciate you, man. They just did a phenomenal show on that, bro. But yeah, like, when I saw that, I was like, hell no. Shotty? What is this? We need to go find him a running back quick. Even with the high efficiency that we have, there's some things that this graph didn't show that we can clearly see during the games and on film. If you notice, these last couple of games, I saw Booker got his ass knocked over. Yeah, we highlighted that shit. I think that's the play he got hurt, actually. Packers, Bears, and Giants, they sent a clear signal that there is more that needs to be added to this backfield. And here, see, I came a long way from my editing. I would have, see, yeah. New Lou, or today Lou would have put the real, see, I just put snapshots of the what's the name on there. I would have showed y'all the film. I would have showed y'all. Because them games, see, people were on the high or in a very, like, an ugly low in these games. They didn't highlight how I saw Shotty abandon the run game quick. Or like he didn't trust it quick. Y'all remember in that the Packers game, to me, because it was early in the season and it pissed me off too. Remember how they ended the game, bro? They ended the game on a sack. And we got all the way down there to like the 2-yard line. Bro, it was we were driving on that Packers defense, especially like when we started to figure it out. And we'll get all the way down there and, bro, we would just pass the ball. Pass the ball. Like, you know, like, first down is pass the ball. And it's like, Shotty, you got Javonte in here for these hitting yardage. Why are you not trusting him right here, right now? Or in that Bears game, I know people will say, like, argue, like, okay, Luke, we getting our ass whooped. You know, it got to a certain point. I'm like, bro, it wasn't, bro, no, he abandoned it pretty early on. Y'all remember that third quarter? Like, when it was still, like, a 10-point game, or like, it was like 7-14? It was still within reach. And I'm like, we'll get all the way down to the 1, and we'll just, like, we'll run sometimes, and we'll run, get down to the 1-yard line, and we just, poof, it just disappear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just go away. And it's like, Shotty, What's going on? Where the run game go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. And then the Giants game, I saw it too. Like, bro, that's the Giants. I had to put that in there because I was seeing a trend early. No one wanted to hear me though. Everybody was fighting me because either they was on a high because we tied with the Packers, even though, like, you know, like, because they viewed them as contenders and everything like that, or like they were mad that or they were on a high that we just barely beat the Giants, or they're on a low, we just got embarrassed by the Bears. They didn't want to hear me when I'm level-headed. I'm like, bro, like I'm noticing a trend that we need to start paying attention to, because even though that Javonte Williams is having one of his best seasons, like, bruh, for you, Schottenheimer, I studied you. You are a running first coordinator, and I know you have the ability to be balanced because I've seen your Seattle days. But dog, the way you was abandoning the run game, especially in the red zone, and mind y'all, put like where we were, like, I'm gonna ask you a yes or no question to put in there. Were we a good red zone team? Just put the answers in there. I'm gonna keep going. You're like, were we a good red zone team? Because like I was noticing, even in the midst, when Javonte Williams, a power back, was literally doing his thing, completely abandoned it in the right on the 1 yard. I'm talking on inside the 5. Inside the 5 is wild. It's wild to me. And I was noticing little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I was noticing little things like that. And it's like, you are doing this on a habitual basis. Like, this is becoming a habit to you. So I'm like, bro, what? I was trying to figure out the why, and I made this video, bro. This was probably one of our most important videos. I know it had terrible lighting. I upgraded it since then. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, bro, like, nah. Here's why. During those games, at a certain point, well within the game, we saw with our offense getting all the way down to the end, that there was a point we was this close from a touchdown, yet you can blame it on Brian Schottenheimer and his choice of play calling. But we have to answer the question why within there that he didn't just hand the ball off to clearly the most efficient run game in the entire league. Like, I think the see like that's the question. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all not think they don't know that they're the most efficient run game? Did it? Y'all, bro, oh my God. I wish I can. You know what I should have put in there? I should have put what we were averaging on a YPC. See, he was in the things with us. Bro, we was averaging like over like sometimes like 5 or 6 yards a carry. And the run game would be poof. See, he already said it. We were ranked 16th in the red zone last year. See, like just before I make my point, just take a step back and just listen to that. We had the most efficient run game in the entire league. I showed y'all the graph earlier. I don't want to go back because, you know, we moving along. Most efficient run game, ranked 6. We are literally in the center in terms of red zone efficiency. I don't think y'all hearing me. I don't think y'all hearing me. I really don't think y'all hearing me. We had the most efficient red zone. No, we had the most efficient run game, but we had literally middle of the pack red zone efficiency. I don't even want the music no more. I think that was the question I was asking myself while I was in those lives. I'm like, bruh, this shit don't even add up. If you have a good run game, 9 times out of 10, like, it's not gonna guarantee that you're gonna have a great red zone, but it's gonna guarantee a high ass floor, and it did. Shit, you 16th, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how the fuck you was 16th for some of the shit you was calling, because we were being goofy in the red zone. I'm talking about even passing. That's for another video. That's for another show. We was in that. We was acting goofy, and y'all wanna franchise tag George Pickens? That's another show, Luke. Oh, Luke, bad Luke. Hold on now. Like, you know,
This is Butters. You know what I'm saying?
hold on,
Just sit
Luke.
back and cool out to some of my smooth tunes, okay? All right, is that cool?
Hold on, Luke.
All right, here we go.
We were acting goofy in the passing game. The Broncos game. George Pickens 1-on-1 with the CB2. And we throwing eagle routes and breaking end overs and shit to fucking CD, and he bracketed. Oh, we was acting goofy. But this is a question I had to ask myself, bro. Like, how you got the most efficient run game and you having problems, bro? You having real life problems in what's the name, bro? Let me keep going, bro. Let me keep going. Answer to the question lies at the timestamp in the moments well within the game, well within the fight, even overtime versus the Giants. You know, late in the game versus the Packers that end up in a tie. Long drawn out games. The run disappeared where it should have been counted on the most. And it's because they don't trust the depth. And Luke. Shout out Brandon Lurie. Phenomenal writer. And I appreciate him highlighting the situation. But I was saying this, dog, when it is, let me just, I'm just, when did I put this video out 7 months ago. What month it is right now? May. 5 minus 7 is what? -2. So I put this video out in February. Honestly, my math a little bit off. A little bit off. It's not a year. No, I think I did probably in February. I did. I give or take, it was like a November, October. Appreciate it, JVB. Well, yeah. October. I put this shit out in October. I was saying from the beginning, based off what they were doing on the field, in a very limited, bro. Hey man, y'all better choose who y'all following on these comments, bro. Bro, I know this football shit, dog, because my inkling was right. I saw it when it was happening. All I needed was a 3-game sample size. I said, "Oh, they don't trust the depth." And if me, Henny, Boss, Amped, we was coming in every game. If y'all join us, make sure y'all join us every year for the Gamecast. We were highlighting that too. We were highlighting that shit loud. Then when we was coming in like, "Oh, y'all, they ain't giving the RB2 nothing." Like, bro, when Jadon Blue was out there, Jadon Blue getting like 2 carries. When Miles Sanders is lucky, one game, I think he had like 7 carries. I like, bro, they don't trust the depth. They don't trust them at all. And it's like, well, Lou, you don't know what you talking about, Lou. Shut up, Henny. Yo, man, go back to your liquor store. You sound drunk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what these jewels is, but appreciate it, Los. I don't know what these jewels are for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lou, you don't know what you talking about, bro. Y'all sound drunk as fuck. Y'all sound like some haters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody do that. I like, bro, it's teams with better running backs than you, and they give more carries in the RB2. That's a bar. It was literally teams that was out there who had better running backs, that was clearly better, like miles better than Javonte Williams. And they was giving carries to the running back. And they weren't primarily running teams. They were just balanced teams. And I'm not saying that, oh, Calais, Lou, you want to run the ball? Yeah, I want to run the ball more, but what does it say when, like, in a game, we run the ball like 30 times and Javonte Williams, who we can see is hurting, getting like 26 carries of them things. And then CD is getting and y'all forgetting CD is getting 2 carries, and then Turpin is coming in and getting his 1 carry, and then like that's when you'll see a Malik Davis get that 4 carries, the extra 4 carries. I know my math is off, but that's what the game would look like. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? Like, bro, we'll look up, we'll have like 35 attempts. Bro, shit, bro, like, bro, Dak got a carry, CD got 3 carries, Turpin got a carry. Like, bro, we'll look up, bro, the RB2 room, bro, they sharing 3 carries. If we're the only time they was getting carries, and we said this, is when we were blowing teams out. Whenever we were blowing teams out, or the game was not within reach anymore, and we was like, you know, doing like in the NFL, NBA playoffs with the the New York Knicks just made the 76ers do and putting all the whole substitution in. That's literally us. That's literally us. Marvin Jenkins, he said, that's Shotty fault. He's got to call it better plays, period. No, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think Shotty is trying to give you he's trying to send you a warning call, Marvin. I understand, like, I feel you. He does need to call some better plays, but he got RB. If I don't know, maybe it's a matter of perspective. I think 2 things could be true. He needs to call better plays, but at the same time, do you think he has enough to warrant? Like, do you really think that room warranted more carries, regardless of that? Like, so before it was Jadon Blue. Y'all really giving Miles Sanders more carries? This is a legit question. Y'all giving Miles Sanders more carries? I understand y'all want to give Hunter Luki more carries. He barely saw Hunter Luki as a running back. Jadon Blue, we know how that goes. People think like, yo, Jadon Blue deserves carries, but I'm sorry, but if you're getting DNPs for most of the season, dog, like, I don't think you deserve shit. You deserve to impress me on a fucking practice field. That's what you do. That's what you do. You getting DNPs. You getting not suit ups. I think the bar is much lower than that. I don't want to shit on Jadon Blue, but I'm just saying, like, we over here saying MF deserves carries and the motherfucker can't get on the motherfucking field. Motherfucker can't put on his jersey. And we talking about he deserved carries? That's really asking a lot. You feel me? That's the equivalent of saying, like, shit, Mozzie deserved snaps from Kenny Clark. Shit, Mozzie deserved snaps from Kenny Clark. Shit, if Mozzie getting DNPs, he getting DNPs. You over here. It's a coin toss for you to even, like, you over here on the edge of your seat. See y'all don't gotta play football, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done brought you out. You at the team hotel. Coach ain't even finalized the roster yet. Appreciate it, Angie, and everything. Like, Coach ain't finalized the roster yet. You here, you in meetings every day, but you over here praying within the week. Over here like a you over here like a what do they call it? Like a non-scholarship player in college, hoping your ass coach called my name to be on scholarship. Nothing wrong with that. I was like, you know, so I had a scholarship at UAPB. I transferred, as a preferred walk-on at Sam Houston. That was me too. But guess what? Before I can even command scholarship money, I got to get on the field first. I got to get on the field first. Bro. Before I can command shit, I got to get on the field first. I got to command snaps. Coach got to literally call my way. I gotta get on the field before I'm the left guard. He called a play to the left side. Can he do that 10 times before I be like, all right, coach, give me what I'm owed? Can he do that first? That's what I'm saying. Like, Let me keep going.
I know Javonte Williams is having a great season. Yes. But where I'm trying to go and the volume being increased, it will increase Javonte numbers into a category of back that it died out with the era of backs that was led by the way of 21 Ezekiel Elliott. Shout out to him, but the workhorse back. And those
See, and that's another thing. See, that's another thing, bro. That's another thing, bro. We don't have a Javonte Williams is not a workhorse running back. And let me define workhorse. Workhorse is a running back that you can just, bruh, he got the stamina, the body to even last 30 carries week in, week out. Like, you just a motorcade, bro. Like, you toting it. Like, that's an inner colloquialism we used to say when we was on the football field. Like, you toting that hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, we deep in the game, we all tired. And that bit to Zeke, bro. Let him go. He got to tote that thing. He got to keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that. Yeah, Angie being funny, talking about stay hydrated, talking about my lips. I got my water right here, Angie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that. And the thing is, that's what I was telling y'all, like, that type of running back is low-key dying, and it died with Zeke. Like, Zeke was probably the last prominent workhorse running back in the entire NFL. Well, Derrick Henry. And even then, Derrick Henry was probably the last like the guy you give him just 25 to 30 carries just per game. Like, not even a top running backs in the league is getting that anymore. Like, they probably just under that. Like, every top running back has a quality guy to spill them off of. And that was the trend I was low-key, like, mad about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You see that for B. Lou. I thought that was for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, a guilty dog always bark, because I really do feel like my lips are dry. You feel me? But I just feel like we be so behind on that trend and everything like that. I really do. Let me take a quick break real quick. You know what I'm saying? A word from our sponsors and everything like that. What happened to... Oh, I see what happened. And PrizePicks, they got a new thing they doing. You know, there's more description in the link below. PrizePicks is doing a whole thing right now. You feel me? Right now, there's a game going on. I'm watching it right here. San Antonio versus Minnesota. I think this series is going to 7. Be honest with you, I really do. That's what I'm feeling right now. Right now, see, this is I'm just learning this right now. It's quarter 4, and you can still put in a bet. You can still, you can still put in a lineup. Jaden McDaniels is currently at 12. His lineup is 14.5. Listen, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna get that. And then Stephon Castlemore. Hey. So you can submit lineups just like this and play with it. It's a power play and everything like that, as you can see. But yeah, for more information on PrizePicks, click the link down below. Shout out PrizePicks. So yeah, let's get into the video though. Keep going.
Those archetypes still exist throughout the league. The concept of a workhorse back has died out with the current NFL. What do I mean by that? A lot of great backs left in the league. They are still within the league, but they're on a team that's either part of a tandem or a part of a stable altogether.
Like, bro, like, you know, so I was naming names like, bro, a guy in Indiana, laying on his name now, but James Cook, like all these guys, bro, like they have guys that help spell them off. Like, they're not taking the big beating, you know, as we did for Zeke. And even in later parts of Zeke, we actually did a smart thing in getting Tony Pollard. Like, I think people like that is a trend that's happening now. Like, the biggest one I can tell you that pissed me off that happened was the Raiders, bro. They took Ashton Genty with a top pick last year, and then in the very next draft, they get a highly touted running back that I wanted from Arkansas and Mike Washington. So now their running back 1 is a running back that just spent a high resource pick on, and they just followed up with a day 2/day 3 running back that's a high-end prospect in Mike Washington. What the Dallas Cowboys do, they took a risk. I'm gonna talk about it. Actually, let me bring it up now. Like, why even do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of like allocation, we have to do better. This is from 2025. Like, this is not the current year. I'm just showing. I'm going based off of. I made this all based off of like the top leading rushers in terms of yardage last year, and what was the guy that was spelling them, like, you know what I'm saying, and what was, you know, their ranking at the time and everything like that. Like the Dallas Cowboys, we can count Javonte as a 2nd round pick, but honestly, I barely want to count it as that because the Dallas Cowboys took a low risk on this guy. Like they paid him very, like this was a low. They bet on a guy that was on the verge of, you know, not proving himself, and shout out to Shotty, ended up working. But like where we're behind is, and shout out to Malik Davis, I really think he's a great player. But like right now, we are one of the few players, one of the few in the league that likes to rely on the next guy being a UDFA, like an undrafted free agent or a low rounder. Like everyone else, look at like the Dolphins and A-Chain and Jalen Wright as a running back. I wanted third round, 4th round. You know what I'm saying? Or Bijan Robinson, 1st round, and Algier, who's not there anymore, but he was a 5th rounder. Like Jonathan Taylor and Herbert, you know what I'm saying? Like Keaton Mitchell. I really don't even want to count the Baltimore Ravens because, bruh, like Lamar Jackson is a contribution to their run game. You feel me? Like a lot of these teams that don't who contribute less in that space, they also have a quarterback that's contributing to the run game. Like, you know, like the Bills. Josh Allen also runs the ball, maybe not as much, but I just feel like we need to very much so get with the times of contributing guys. And honestly, I put Will Shipley here for the Eagles, but I could have put the other guy that they just traded for in Tank Bigsby. Like we need to get better of actually like putting high quality resources to the running backing room. Like regardless, I think people really don't understand it, especially here in Dallas. We very much so disrespect the running back position, but that is not the trend that everyone else is doing, and they're doing it better than you. Because these are teams who have constantly have high rushing or high like leading rushers on their team, and you know they're able to last full seasons and go into the playoffs because they have a good high end resource allocated to the backup. Just be honest with you. And I just feel like this is where, okay, we took a risk on Javonte and it worked. Now it's time to build up on that risk. I just feel like we need to be, there's like in this draft that we just had, it would have been nothing, literally like drafting a 4th round running back. It'd have been nothing. It'd have been nothing, bro. Honestly, it would have been nothing, bro. So we got to get better at that, man. We got to get better.
To help lighten the load just a tad bit, to make sure they last in the later parts or in the crucial parts of the game. The Dallas Cowboys have not caught up in this regards. And Javonte Williams, with all the
I shout out to Marvin. I understand you talking about I give players a chance to succeed. Marvin, can I ask you a question? Did you play sports? And this is not meant to be demeaning. I'm just asking like a genuine question, because like I don't know where this mindset comes from, bro. Like maybe it's just me because I played D1, and especially at the collegiate level, give a player a chance. Nah, bro. Everything I had to do, I had to earn that shit, dog. You did. Marvin, like, what coach would literally say, like, nah, don't bring in this player because I want to give so-and-so a chance? What coach thinks like that that's trying to breed a championship culture? You played football and ran track. I'm gonna tell you, I'm somebody who don't have any all-state accolades, never made all-district, never played on the all-star team in any level of football. I wasn't a guy that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't just an athlete like, ooh, Lou. I was a 2-star recruit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have that many stars. But Marvin, when I tell you, when it was time to move on to the next level, not only did Lou make the team, Lou was going to be a starter. You went to University of Washington, Pac-12, Huskies. Marvin, I went to UAPB. and was the starting left tackle as a fucking freshman. And I started all 10 games. All 10 games. Do you think I went into the mindset of saying, hey, they need to give me a chance? I had to beat out a senior. Somebody who had more grown man strength than me. Last year, I was going to high school classes. I had to beat out a senior. Dog, the team, but I'm be honest with you, we don't get, at UAPB, we don't get better at left tackle if we don't open up competition. If we don't continue to bring in guys. You went to University of Washington. You went to a high-end university. You should know, because I just played FCS. Doc, if you go to Texas, you better be always on your A game. And this is back before the NIL era, when it was primarily the new talent that added in at a new university is recruits. You think if they don't have a chance to get a 5-star tackle, the next Tyron Smith in there, if I was the left tackle at University of Washington, you think they wouldn't bring that motherfucker in to try to take my spot? You gonna look me dead in my face right now and tell me that the University of Washington give a fuck about Lewis Jackson starting because they got me before? Or do they care about their brand and their money and that it's a business and they trying to get the next guy in here, and if he's better, he's better. He said, you guys don't know. I think he argued with somebody else in the comments. Well, he said he ran a 10-2. Because what year is this? If you ran a 10-2, he said, you say Bo ran a 9.63. No, Marvin, I'm done asking questions about what you did in college. He said he went to University of Washington, ran track.
The accolades he's done and all the great things he's done, he's not that workhorse back. So with knowing that, we need to add another Thunder. But wait, Lou, why not a Lightning? I'm glad you asked. The answer to that lies in Brian Schottenheimer's history. You see, Lightnings are typically a scat back or a back with a little bit more wiggle. And if you look at Brian Schottenheimer's previous schemes,
I think a lot of people really overlook that graphic I made and the research I done. Bruh, I'm telling you, bro, I don't know about y'all, but in my line of work as an engineer, if I didn't know, I'm an engineer. You know what I'm saying? My day-to-day is looking at ones, zeros, numbers, bro. I'm gonna tell you one thing about being math being my entire life. The moment them numbers add up, it's over. There's no explanation. There's no number. Literally, I swear to God, if I can show you how the meeting go, the moment the numbers add up, feelings leave the room. We don't care what you felt. We don't care what you think. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Newhouse. I appreciate you, Newhouse. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But like, the moment the numbers add up and I see a pattern, everything gotta leave, bro. I did 30 years of history, not only of Schottenheimer's history and his dad. Bruh, when I tell you, I remember when I was finding this information, I called boss up. I'm like, boss, oh my God, I did not know that this pattern was this loud. Like, I just went on, like, just 30 years. This man had damn near the same archetype of running back everywhere he went, bruh. And we are just box score watching. We're just looking at height and weight. We're just looking at height and weight. He had one guy in Leon Washington, 5'8", 192. I guarantee you that boy was part of the punt returner, though. When I tell you, bro, like, this is why we got to pay attention to, like, what like we have to pay attention to what our coordinator. I just want Shotty to get what he wants, bro. I just want to give him what he needs, bro. And like sometimes I think people want to hear it's like, oh, Lou just give him a bruising type running back. They just want us to get 2 slow running backs. Like, bro, no, you can be just a bigger. You could be a burner even as a big guy. Like, bro, Mike Washington, bruiser, ran a 4.3. I want Braylon Allen in here. You know what I'm saying? Bruiser, shifty, ran a 4.3. I want a Jonah Coleman in here. Jonah Coleman was probably the most shiftiest back in the whole draft. You can be light and be a bruiser. I'm just letting you know what he needs, though. I'm just letting you know if you don't give him nothing else, it better check off these height and weight requirements. It better be a big back. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like for real. You know what I'm saying? So
in previous stops and depth charts, he does not usually do well or even have these type of archetypes within his roster. See, you need to change your thinking. You're thinking more of what the Dallas Cowboys had with Zeke and Pollard. But I think you need to shift your thinking to more of a Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs.
Y'all remember that tandem? Can we give Shotty that? Y'all, can we give Shotty that? Can we please give Shotty just once? I pray I won't ask for nothing. Can we give Shotty that? Can we give him his Ahmad Bradshaw to his Brandon Jacobs, please? And honestly, like, bro, like, bro, you know, respect to these, they weren't even as shifty as a Javonte. I just want to give him his I just want to give him his wish just once. I just want to give him his wish just once. I swear, just once. Just once.
That took the Giants to the Super Bowl, or maybe just a tad bit of the boom and zoom of the New Orleans Saints.
Bro, I swear, man, Alvin Kamara will fit this offense so much. I think Alvin Kamara, bro, like, see, I think that's the perfect blend of what people want in like the Lightning and what I want in the Thunder, because Alvin Kamara, bro, he's somebody who used to be a scat back, but he's actually bigger than that. Alvin Kamara, bro, and he's so dope. I remember, bro, I'm still pissed when I was making all that content and them shorts on Alvin Kamara, bro. And people were hating, talking about, oh, he was washed, bro. Y'all ain't seen Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara still got it, bro. He still got it, bro. I swear he still got it, man.
It's great years, but not necessarily used in the same aspect. See, Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, they are.
Yeah, a 10-2 is wild. I ain't gonna lie, Marvin. If you literally ran a 10-2, that's I don't think you understand. Like that's like I don't like Marvin. What year did you graduate, bro? Because like I'm gonna be honest with you, like see my generation and everything like that. Of course, they're gonna be more advanced athletes because you know medicine and everything like that, bro. Like that shit went in state right now in Texas. No. Or like when I was coming out, it's not winning state right now. People are faster than 10-2 right now, but I'm just saying like a 10-2, right? You ran a 10-2 in the 100. Like what year was that? You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know, like I'm telling you, like kids today are like, bro, like what year was that? Marvin Jenkins. What year is that? I just want to know the year, because if you're running that shit in like like you know what I'm saying, like early 90s and shit, like bro, that's literally generational speed. You know, that's generational speed, bro. And they didn't have digital clocks in 1923. 1923 is, bro. No, bro. I want to know the year. Well, no, for real. Did he say the year? I want to know the year. I just want to know the year. I swear, and that's being for real. I just want to know the year. 1923 is wild, bro. You're like, I swear to God, like Jesse Owens, who? Like I don't even know what Jesse Owens ran. Like you know, like bro, come on now. They need to be making that Sprint movie they made. The regional is always fast people win. You still ain't giving me. I need a year. I need a year, Marvin. I need a year, bro. I just want to know a year, bro. Cause 10-2 is wild. I'm telling you, like 10-2 is fast today. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is faster. I had a slot receiver that was running that when I was playing, and you know what I'm saying? Like, right? See Los, bro. See Los. That's what I'm saying, bro. Texas relays, bro. Like I swear, I played football with people. Swear to God. His name, what's his name? Zariah. Y'all remember Kendall Paul that Tuck had on? His brother was on a relay team at Duncanville High, bruh. In my grade, they broke a record. They broke a 4x1 record, bruh. And the times they were each running per leg was like 10-1 or 10-3, dog. Like, I need to know, bruh. I need to know what year this was, because you ahead. That's generational speed, bruh. Like, they running 10-2s, like, they probably smoking that shit today. Or like, you know, they probably warming up to 10-2 today, because, you know, medicine's always advanced. Bro, I need to know, bro. I need to know. You said they ran track. No, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Marvin, because you like one of the most prominent guys. See, I'm gonna see, bro. You gonna unlock my Texas history, bro. Like one of the guys who's still playing in the league today used to dog walk the Texas relays. What's his name? Devin Duvernay, bro. I vividly remember as a sophomore and freshman, because I was at the track meets. I was on the track team. I did shot put. I vividly remember, bro. This motherfucker was so fast. Devin Duvernay. I saw his ass before he went to Texas. And now, and I don't know if he's still in the league today. I think he is, because he's still on special teams. But dog, that motherfucker, he was fast. Especially he went on a 100 runner. He was fast in a 200. See your burners, your absolute blazers in football be in the 100. But I can tell you right now, I think the two events, I'ma always say that you are absolutely blazing speed in football if you do these events and tracks. One is the 200, and the second one is it what do they call it? Is it 300 hurdles? 300. It's one of those hurdles events. Boy, if you fast in hurdles, you are an athlete. You're gonna be a dog. You're gonna be somebody tell me if I'm lying, bro. It's the 200. If you know how to eat up a curve, you're gonna be a dog in football. And if you know how to do them hurdles, if you like, bro, because Duvernay was going up against my quarterback. My quarterback now, he a wide receiver coach from Michigan right now. You know what I'm saying? He was a dog ass athlete, and that was his events. And that's how you know he was a dog ass athlete. He was our quarterback, and he ended up getting recruited as a receiver because he was just a dog ass athlete like that. But I'm telling you, bro, bro, he said, he's like, I go talk about it all the time. I ran a 200. I wasn't fast at all. But Jerome knows, bro. Hey, them people who be eating up them 200, they be, bruh. I'm telling you right now, bro, they be. I'm saying, I stand by it today. I think the people who be eating up them 200 be some of the fastest people on earth. Be honest with you. Besides like a Usain Bolt, you know, obviously, you know, them guys. I think the guys who who run a 100, they blazers, but they also like very good at technique. But like 200, bro, you got a good stride, like a good stride, and I just value that. You did, yeah. So let me keep going.
Our big backs themselves, I mean, it's just one was really power. People really underestimate Alvin Kamara's power, though. But going back to Schottenheimer, this is where I think his dad's, traditions are within his blood. He wants a power back. So two of them for two punches, two thunders. And that's why I name Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs. And both these backs don't necessarily have to be slow bruisers. Sometimes a power back can have an athletic ability to take it with home run. I thought before the injury, Braylon Allen would have been perfect. But I think what he's trying to create, and this is the entire scope of what Schottenheimer's do, he is trying to.
Yeah, hell yeah. I know Usain hey, Joe knows Usain was 6'8". That's why he was beating everybody ass, because he had a long ass shot. He can draw enough power as a short motherfucker, but he'll get out of his blocks. He was covering ground. Like the amount of power he was generating, bro, like shit. The ground I know was hot because he was 6'8". So yeah, I know exactly talking about what you're saying.
To create a weatherproof run game. This is what I mean by that. As we get closer and closer to the Super Bowl, the weather becomes colder and colder. And the one thing that's actually underrated, we know the two things are trouble, defense and a run game. But one thing that a defense hates is to constantly tackle a running back that is constantly beating and beating on them.
That's one of the main reasons why I want to give Shotty what he wants, bro. I would be so excited. I would love to see us get a running back that is on the level of a Javonte Williams, on his level or better than him, and we make it to the playoffs and we play outside in that cold, bro. Because I feel like if I can just show Cowboy Nation, the entire Cowboy Nation, just once, I promise you they ain't gonna never let it go again. Because if you know, bro. When it get cold, the last thing a defense want to do is getting, bro, that Shotty back, bro. Two of them, I'm telling you, though. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man.
And if you have two running backs, two sets of fresh quality legs, that amplifies Schottenheimer's trust and it capitalizes on our already efficient run game. I understand some will say we already have enough with Javonte Williams. The run is already working. Why add to it? The Packers game should have really showed you. We lost Miles Sanders and we legitimately only had one running back. Now I know there's other backs on his team, but when you look at it and you look at Schottenheimer's clear history, would you force something onto him that he has not done in the past? I know the scat back and the home run ability, that's the cherry on top, sure. But I know it looks amazing, the home run ability. But in our scheme, it's not prioritizing. They are looking for fall forward running backs, guys who can get the hitting yards after the contact. With the overemphasis of coaching, they provide the yards before contact, but it's up for the running back behind them to grant this amazing scheme and validate it with all of the yards after contact. And
I agree. I think Israel, I do want to see Israel, but that still is not going to stop me from bringing in. I want to bring in as many running backs as I can, because I got to be honest with y'all. Like, I don't want to do what I did last year again, like where I made a mistake of like misjudging a Javonte Williams. And we misjudged Javonte Williams because we didn't get to see him in live action. Because if Shotty prefers a archetype of Javonte, the only way you can see the best of Javonte is when we are in full leaded pads and the games are and the lights are on. You can't see full Javonte in practice when they're blowing a whistle in the stud. You can't see it. You just can't. Like, he's not a shifty back. He's not a guy who's going to, beat you with speed. You can see Javonte when he can run through your ass. I think the nastiest run that really depicted what Javonte is, he did it versus Chicago, bro. It was one run he did on the sideline, dog, where he literally like suplexed the damn defender with one fucking arm. One fucking arm. And on the sideline, that showed me like, bro, this boy Javonte is trying to kill motherfuckers. And that's what I was saying to my life, like, bro, he can't do this by himself. Cause you having that mentality, bro, and him wanting to go hard to get his contract, or just even if he loves the game and everything like that, bro, sometimes you got to protect players from themselves and lower they workload throughout the season so they can last. And a player like Javonte Williams, bro, like the way he plays, I want to see that type of energy, him being that fresh in the late games. I just do.
That's what Javonte Williams bring, and I think that's what Schottenheimer loves, and that's why he prefers him. So if we don't have two running backs that can do that, best believe.
I'll be fair to y'all, Newhouse. Right now, I think I really don't even want Blue as my RB2. Now because he's been disciplined and DMPs, that contributed to it. I just don't want him because he doesn't fit unless he comes in heavier. Like if he comes in heavier and changes his whole mentality, and like you said, the tiptoeing and actually like fighting for yards, then I really would consider him. I just don't think, and like me, and part of me is because I honestly seen Blue longer than y'all. Like, I'm being honest, because I'm a Texas fan. I love the Longhorns. I seen him when he was with the Longhorns. We did not use him in the same aspect of it. Man, he didn't. I don't think he's improved, but he hasn't improved in the degree of trying to become the back that Schottenheimer is trying to be. Like, we had Contravion Wisner and we had CJ Baxter. You know, that was our running backs at Texas. Like, and that's what it's always been. I just don't feel like. I really don't feel like, because most people, and that's why I keep people telling y'all, I don't think he doesn't have that in him. I don't like, I can want a player to change his play style so bad, but at the same time, what people got to understand is, bro, Blue is a former receiver. He said it in an interview. He was like, I started playing running back in 7-on-7. So, hold on. Pause, bro. You started playing running back when? In 7-on-7. That means they treated you as like a receiver from the backfield. And everything I just described to you that what Shotty wants from his running back, how much do you realistically did you really think he can change overnight? If he can eat his steak, and I ain't debating that he can change his, if he can change his body type and maybe do something like a Malik Davis, I would have way more respect for him. But it's like, bro, like what I'm asking for, what Javonte is doing, it's gonna take a little bit more, man.
In Schottenheimer's mind, it's a liability, and he does not trust it. And in my opinion, we're not maximizing this offense for what it already is. It's already amazing with Dak. We need to add this combo to it. So yes, I know the Dallas Cowboys have already built one of the most efficient run games, but the tandem explosiveness and durability is what's missing. And this is why they must add, preferably from the outside, to this backfield. Drop down in the comments, what are some guys that's already on this team that you think can very much so amplify this run attack?
So yeah, that was a good video about me. I came a long way in terms of editing and everything like that. I feel like that was one of my most important videos, because I laid it down, and I know I was early with it, but it turns out that I have my finger on the right pulse, because you know a lot of articles are being made. Shout out to Brandon Lurie. I ain't sure it, but y'all, if you've been on Twitter, you saw that I commented on it, and I shot it, and I appreciated him because he highlighted the fact that we need to take it seriously, because we don't have certainty at running back too, because a lot of these guys combined don't even have like over 200 carries. Like, I'm talking about everybody combined. So I wanted to, bring up like why this is important, because like I put out the graphic I showed you with I put out the graphic I showed you with the running backs, like how I want the Dallas Cowboys to literally like catch up with the times and actually committing resources. Like I'm telling you, like right now, like this trend. When I finally did the research, I was very disappointed with what I saw, bro. I'm just being honest with you. I'm very disappointed. Like, I don't feel like we really tried. It really hurts my part, and it kind of frustrates me as a young Cowboys fan, because it's like, bro, like what happened, bro? Like, why was it such a steep turn from us respecting running back, from us literally having probably one of the most historic running back histories ever, bro? Like no one is probably gonna ever wear 22 ever again. It shouldn't, because nobody's probably ever gonna touch that record. Like, I don't think people understand how much people don't really understand how great them records Emmett got is, bro. Like, I really don't. Like, Saquon got close and still didn't touch it on his best days. They won a Super Bowl, still didn't touch it. How did we go from that to this? And like, shout out to Javonte Williams. I know he's a second rounder, but dog, you paid him $3. You didn't, like, how can I count that as allocated resources? But you didn't even, bro. The old saying goes is this, and this is, I'm not watching your mouth, I'm watching your feet, bruh. I don't care what you tell me, Jerry, Steven. I'm watching what you do. Your wallet will always tell me where your heart is. How you allocate picks, how you pick in this draft will always tell me where your heart is. I can tell for one, bro, like I can tell that that last year and in years past, the Lions, they definitely care about running back, bro. First rounder in Gibbs, and they got scrutinized for it, and it hit. And then they also added a former third rounder in David, trading picks to get him. I know they care about. I know they tell me they care about run the ball, man. So when they top of the league and running the ball, and we asking questions why we can't do it. I don't want to hear shit because we have the wrong mindset to begin with, bro. Christian McCaffrey, they traded for it. They told everybody was saying like, oh, he injury prone and everything like that, which is true. But shit, I'm paying for that because Christian McCaffrey is a unicorn, and they spent the 4th round on him. Eagles hit on Saquon Barkley after drafting a guy you had last year on your team. That they drafted that guy, and then they, like, bro, I don't agree with letting guys just. I'll be honest with you. Is he still here? What's his name? Dude that said he ran like a 10-2. Marvin. This is why I gotta ask you, did you play sports? Because when you look at the Eagles and what they did for Saquon Barkley, the year before, they just literally had a great running back. They had the Chicago Bears starting running back. That was their running back last year. And the year before that, they had a Miles Sanders that they drafted. And they said, fuck that. That ain't enough. And they won a Super Bowl because of it. So the reason why I wanted to highlight this, shout out to Lando, the Lando show. He does great work and everything like that. Like he commented on it because, like, I'm gonna tell you what I said. I'll read off of. I said Brian Schottenheimer mentioned that the next step of the offense is to evolve. We all know that the next step of the evolution is improving the run game. Of all the top 10 rushes in 2025 in terms of yardage, each of their respective running mates are all of quality pedigree. The Dallas Cowboys are vastly behind the league in terms of committing significant resources to the running back room and building the running game intentionally. Even Javonte Williams wasn't a risk by any means, but it luckily went in our favor. It's time we capitalize on this opportunity and properly respect RB1 duo. I'm basically saying that y'all you didn't commit shit to Javonte. You gave him a contract this year. Okay, can we hit on? You know what I'm saying? Can we hit on it now? Can we cash in on this shit now? We got something. Can we cash in? Can we actually commit something now? All I'm asking you to do is do like what they did in the past. Okay, well, let's do like Indy. They committed second. Can we get another running back in a 4th or 5th? And if we don't like him, we quickly replace him. That's another thing that's not shown on this chart right here. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, the backup running back for the Rams. What people don't understand is Kyron Williams was the RB2 before. Who was he the RB2 to, Lou? Before they got Kyron Williams, they had what's my guy that came out of Georgia? What was that Georgia running back name for all those years? Blank on his name. Todd Gurley. He was his RB2. And they took a risk in the 5th round on Kyron Williams. And guess what? He ended up being better than a Todd Gurley. And guess what? Like he ended up overtaking him. And now you can transition them out. But you don't stop there and bring in UDFAs. They even drafted Blake Coleman a higher round than Kyron Williams. Intentional. Because Sean McVay is serious about running the fucking ball. Ben Johnson is serious about running the fucking ball. Kyle Shanahan is serious about running the fucking ball. All these teams, they don't play around. I want to run the game. I need to run the ball. So guess what? I'm not finna go get just no Rudy Poo ass running back. No, nigga. If Emmett is there, we gonna get fucking Emmett, nigga. Straight like that. So shout out to Lando. He commented on. He said he thinks. He said GP's expanded role as a move player can be another phase of evolution worth considering. At the very least, considering Shotty already directly alluded to in the recent press, and I understand his sentiments of it. But I'm telling you right now, that is not what he meant by evolution. If Shotty was in that presser telling me that the evolution of passing the ball is passing the ball some more, he lied. That is not no damn evolution. And this is what I replied. I can see that, but knowing Shotty, because look, bro, I'm gonna do my own research. Knowing Shotty's history as a play caller, he knows that when he surprises the league by storm by either passing or running prominently, the league will catch up the following year to not allow it again. I keep telling y'all, the fastest organism in the entire league is the NFL defense. Dude, these guys, it's literally Einstein, you know what I'm saying? Newton, and then I'll literally put, you name the best in the NFL defense right under there. That's how smart these motherfuckers are. I'm telling you right now. I'm not playing with y'all. All Schottenheimer's previous stints where the regression took place, it happened because he didn't have a balanced attack. The Seattle stint is the only era where he survived the regression. Those Seattle teams were dangerous because they were well balanced. And I quote, and I put a link to another tweet of, because I do research here, bro. I do research because I did a whole. If y'all understand, I did a whole thread of how the offensive firepower offenses usually regress the next year, and that's why it's very important that we get this. This wrinkle for Shotty, because the reason why I did it. Because, I put, previous stints of the entire NFL, and I'm going to read this afterwards, but the most important one was with Schottenheimer, because this is what people need to understand. Schottenheimer had some collapses with his offense. Early years with the Jets, they were a top running team. This is the years if y'all don't know, I think this is the very last year when Schottenheimer was there with the Jets went to the playoffs. They haven't been back to the playoffs since, and they actually made it all the way to the AFC Championship game. They were a heavy running team to protect Mark Sanchez. The very next year, defenses loaded the box, forced passing downs, and they had no counter. They actually needed what the Cowboys got right now, more weapons. The same thing happened in St. Louis with the Rams. 2012. This is where he had Steven Jackson. This is where he had, what's that quarterback name? Sam Bradford. They had running game. That was solid in the beginning, but then the entire offense regressed. Because guess what? The defenses stacked the box early and killed that play action bullshit. The passing game cannot punish it. Schottenheimer didn't fail to evolve. He knew his evolution. He didn't have the tools to evolve. I think people are not hearing me when I said that too. I think people not hearing me when I was saying that too. I need to pull up this entire thread. I think y'all really not hearing me when I said that, dog. I think y'all not hearing me when I say that. Because the reason why I brought that up is because it's not just him. The Rams, they went from the number 2 offense to the number 11 offense. They exposed them, bro. They exposed them. The 2016 Falcons went from the 15th offense to the from the first number 1 offense to the number 15 offense. Took away their deep shots. They expose you. The thing you lean on the most, they are definitely getting ready to get your counter, bro. The Carolina Panthers, y'all remember, number 1 offense. All that option bullshit with Cam Newton. Next year, number 15, edge discipline. They exposed it. They exposed it. They're going to take away your left hand. They're going to take away your right hand, your prominent hand. You better be able to throw a punch left-handed. 2017 with the Eagles. Some RPOs and shit. Mesh points attack. They exposed it. Arizona Cardinals, top 5 to bottom 10. All that air raid shit. They exposed it. Chicago Bears, number 9 to number 29. They exposed it. But guess what? There is hope. I ain't gonna be negative Lou all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna. You said make Newhouse. I'll make Newhouse a mod. Can I do it now? Oh, I think I can do it right now. Yeah, boom, right there. Boom. But guess what? I got some good news for y'all. These are teams on offenses who survived 2018, 2019, and 2020. Kansas City dominated this shit. Defenses went in the too high shell to contain the explosiveness with Patrick Mahomes. This is also during the time they literally lost. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they lose Tyreek Hill during this time as well? And they still maintain being not dropping that. I think they went from like number 2 to like number 7, still top 10. And the counter they had was to kill their ass versus the light boxes in the short game. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna have to be our counter too. This is why we're highlighting this so important. Buffalo Bills 2020, 2021, 2022. Defenses forced underneath versus Josh Allen. They countered with a quarterback run, so the quarterback runs kept the vertical threats alive. San Francisco 2020 to 2023. Defenses sat on all those motions and everything like that. They countered with running game, play action yak. Same thing with the Baltimore Ravens and everything like that. They were a running team and everything like that. The main thing I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not saying that we need to go, Lou, you just want to run the ball, or I'm not saying y'all wrong and we just need to pass the ball. I'm telling you right now, the one thing that will keep your ass at the top of the league every year is being balanced. The more you can be balanced, so when they take away your right hand, you can still throw a punch with a left. I'm telling you, that's where you can still be you may not be 4 moves ahead to the defense, but you'll still be at least 2 to 3. Full circle. Early career, run game was to hide the weaknesses, but it eventually got spoiled. Now, Schottenheimer, this is not like he had in the Jets. This is not like he had with the Rams. You with the Cowboys now. Our clear strength is the firepower. Can y'all put in the comments what is the main area we need to improve in order to survive the obvious regression coming from the offense? Can y'all put it in the chat? I didn't tell y'all it's gonna be a test, but look, I need y'all. What do we need? If Schottenheimer before had a run game and it got exposed, but he didn't have the tools, with him having a firepower now, passing, what is needed to literally withstand what's coming? Thank you, Shell Shot. Thank you, Shell Shot. Thank you. We need a run game. And that's why probably one of the most important things we can do to help out our offensive coordinator, even if we are able to keep a George Pickens on his team, I'm gonna tell you right now, something that may be more important than even keeping George Pickens, if we're able to come get him back, is making sure that we have this. We need to make sure the run game we have is enough. We do. If we don't, I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see this. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to see that version of Schotty no more. You got an aging quarterback. It's a full circle moment for Schotty. It's a full circle moment for Dak as well. The one thing that Dak came into this league with is going to help him extend his life or extend his body as he is at the end of his career. He may not got a Zeke, but shit, you better break that Zeke and bring him back some change. That's all I'm asking. The run game, it is more than anything else. It was probably, I'm gonna be honest with you, more than even building this defense. You need to make sure that what we have in that run game is enough, because the run game can literally help this entire team. When we had Zeke, we was able to become the number one team, the number one seed going into the playoffs, even with a shaky ass defense. That's because you had full control of the game. And you elevated and you made it easier on your young 4th round quarterback. So Schotty needs his second big back, man. That's all I'm asking, bro. Shout out to everybody that's came in here, bro. We had a good, I appreciate y'all for coming in at this random hour. I know I don't usually go on a Sunday night. Happy Mother's Day to everybody's mothers. My mama was in there. We already took her out. Happy Mother's Day to mama again. We are doing a raffle. Like I said, $5 is the entry. I'll be logging all that. If y'all do it on my videos, that's more than capable. Like I'm logging it all. $5 gets you an entry within that. I'm telling you right now. And then also, if you become a member, we're going to start doing monthly membership raffles. At the same time, what I plan to do for the content for the members is going to be community led. It's going to probably be like a poll every 2 weeks, and y'all get to pick the topic of any topic. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do like a film session on it, or I'll do like a documentary for it if y'all see it, just to give y'all content, because y'all are the lifeline of what keeps it going and everything like that. But yeah, there's more content to go. Before I get up out of here, I want y'all to please, if you haven't, check out this video I did. This is probably honestly some of my best work I've ever done. Like all the time I've done in terms of doing content. Like I was very, very proud of like what I did on this video. I really was, like, in terms of research, in terms of like packaging, preparation, editing, and everything like that. I really was proud, like, how the thumbnail turned out and everything like that. I know I changed it like a lot, but that's because like I was trying something I really, doing before. But I feel like what I'm saying, shout out to Samuel Jones with the $10. That got you 2 raffle tickets. I'm gonna have to log that down. That gets you 2 raffle tickets. Shout out to you, Sam Jones. But back to what I was saying, like, I really feel like in terms of packaging, I really feel like if because I know people like think like, oh, I'm still a small YouTuber and everything like that in the space, and like it's all about numbers. Now it's all, sometimes, bro, I do this for the people who watch this, because it's a lot of important people who seen this channel, dog. Sometimes even the players themselves. So I wanted to make a video because I know it's popular to tell the other side of the story of a George Pickens. I know it's popular to like shit on him, but like I wanted to literally give him a voice tell his story, what he deserves, tell his truth and the truth in this video. And I know I compacted it. I got help from my brothers and Tuck and Boss. This was the truth that was put into this video, and I was fed for both sides. Yes, front office, they do got, look, I give front office a lot of slack, but I understand the situation, the grabs they are in. I stated that, but the one thing that this video was meant to do, and it's probably the main reason why it didn't, do the numbers it deserved, is because I told the truth. I didn't tell a fantasy. I didn't tell what was popular. I didn't, if it didn't, and if it only got me 1 subscriber, I made a video that I felt like if George Pickens saw it, like, yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So if you do it, if most, if your favorite artist, they'll probably, if you sit down with them and tell them what was your favorite song, I promise you, if the artist will probably say a song that's not popular. So this is why I say this is one of my favorite videos I did. Make sure that y'all check it out and everything like that. You said, hold on, you said, man, y'all funny, man. We need to keep that going. He said, for Newhouse, remind me of that. He said, we're going to discuss 100 meter times next topic. Hey, Marvin, you still ain't told me what year you ran that 100 in, bro, that 10-2. I need to know that year, because I'm telling you right now, when I was in school, 10-2 was like, they was running that shit at Texas Relays. I need to know the year. I still don't know the year, bro. I still don't know. And if for more, for more information on that, the membership raffle, it'll be a $50 giveaway in the membership raffle. $50 giveaway. We still working out the details of the basic, but I'm saying it's gonna be like a Top Golf gift card, or it's gonna be like a gift card to like the DC Pro Shop. So y'all, I do want to give y'all a jersey, but sometimes like maybe I don't want a jersey. Maybe I just want a jacket, and I don't want to mess up and give y'all the wrong size and everything like that, because I know it. I still ain't, the fact that I ain't gonna lie, Marvin, it's not looking good, but you still ain't told me a year. You still ain't told me the year. You still ain't told me the year you ran this 10-2 in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just answered my own question. They feel Edge was addressed after further review, but they don't want to admit it. LOL. I'm gonna tell you right now. They did not address Edge, and they didn't. I know, Julie, we've been on the same. You're not gonna change mine. What's the name of it? I said it already in my video I did with Boss. Don't ask me about the Edge room. My expectations are low. They did. If you want my real raw reaction, if they think they addressed the Edge room, I would laugh in their fucking face. Laugh. Because honestly, see, we don't talk about this shit enough, bro. Like, this is like, if I was literally a reporter for the Dallas Cowboys, like, I would be drilling their ass with questions like that. Like, shout out to my Mavericks. My Mavericks just hired their new GM or their new president of operations this week. It's the old GM or the old president of operations, if y'all know, from the Toronto Raptors when they won the championship, right? The best thing I liked about watching the Dallas Mavericks press conference is how fucking direct them reporters were. Bro, it was a grill session in that motherfucker, and I enjoyed it because us Mavs fans, we are really torn on what the fuck they just did. And the last thing I want my reporters to do when going in there about a hire is asking them about a Netflix series, asking them about what they order is from fucking Whataburger. I can fucking care less. They came in, bro. This dude's like, he said, all right, Masai. Like, it was the second question. He said, can you right now commit here right now? Is Jason Kidd gonna be here? Yes or no? Like, straight to the, oh my God. I didn't even really care for the answer. I was like, bruh, that's how you answer a question. If I was in that room, I would literally ask them, I'm like, Steven and Jerry, what was you trying to mimic when you was thinking about building walk me through your entire plan by timeline. Let's start from the beginning on your plan for this edge room. Because how did you go from putting in the bid to Max Crosby to trading for somebody that was finna damn near get cut to drafting an edge when y'all are stat guys here? I'm not finna act like y'all not stat guys here, because y'all do it to the value running back, but now we don't want to use it to knowing when almost guaranteed that any edge rusher you draft in the first round is not going to give you immediate impact. So what was the thinking behind that? Go. That's how you ask questions, bro. And I feel like the only person that be in them sessions trying to ask questions is a Clarence Hill. That's why I didn't fuck with when ALC was out there trying to fucking clown Clarence, the only black reporter in there, motherfucker. I didn't feel no time. I'm like, bro, I'm not a fucking puppet. They don't write my check. Okay. I just didn't like how you being a black man, of all the fucking reporters, if anything else, you gonna try to embarrass him while he's on his place of fucking work. I know we passed that shit, but it irks me, because this is the type of shit that's holding back this organization. Yes, I'm talking about the media. Yes, I am. Having a media that's under your thumb and not grilling your ass of while you still doing the same shit that's gotten us in this fucking hole for 30 years, and young Cowboy fans like me ain't seen you in your prosperity. Yes, that shit irks my blood that you still doing the same doofy ass shit that when you had fucking Jason Garrett for 12 goddamn years. Excuse fucking me if I'm the radical one to these Cowboy fans that love to dwell within that. And then I get pissed even more off if you dwell within that and you saw the Super Bowl. Because to me, that tells me you fucking selfish. And that's what I literally would tell niggas on fucking X, shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Fan in peace. I don't give a fuck if you've been fanning for 70 years. You've been fanning wrong. I'm different. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, the Cowboys ain't. I don't give a fuck what they always been doing. Change how you been doing, because what you've been doing ain't fucking been working. How about you do some shit like the Rams, like the Eagles? How about you do some shit like that? That's how I feel. Because I ain't seen you ever be great. Every time I see you ever be great, it's on fucking oil. And what I mean by that, it's film. The last time I seen the Cowboys be great was on oil. They had to literally crack some oil up, put it on some film, and light that bitch in the camera. That's the last time I seen your ass be fucking great. So excuse me, Judah. I understand that 90,000 people on X want to crucify me, Henny, and Boss because we don't agree with the method they went by, because I know I have enough evidence to see that they just made a cheap ass move. Excuse me. But I'm gonna tell you something. Right now, because my mama's in the chat to vouch for it. She didn't raise no motherfucking follower either, and you ain't gonna come in here and convince me and know some shit that you ain't bringing no motherfucking facts on. So if you want to have a fucking argument with you, I have the phone. I opened up the phone lines before. You can call in and debate me. And it's not me. I'm not trying to embarrass you. No, you saw me get on the show with Tuck after he grilled the entire space. We brought on, shout out to him, and Marcus Morris. What's his name? Yeah, Marcus from I'm blanking. Marcus Mosher. You saw me get on there with Marcus Mosher, get on there all disrespectful. And we'll if you have a claim that you don't agree with, bring your evidence to the front and we're gonna settle this like men. But if you're gonna stand there behind this right here, I got it too. A keyboard. Yep, mine light up if you didn't know. and talk shit and tell me that, oh, I've been a fan since 70. Lou, you don't know what the fuck you been talking about. Lou, you don't know. Lou, oh my God. Lou, they did. Oh, Lou, Gary had 9 sacks. Oh, Lou, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Well, Lou got here, opened up. I care about this football shit, dog. Sometimes I'll be up to 4 a.m. cutting film, and motherfuckers will get on this motherfucker, be loud as a bitch, trying to tell me what the fuck I saw. Do you know how hard I worked on scouting them players? I scouted 120 goddamn players for free. And you trying to tell me what the fuck I saw? I don't bite. I don't do this shit because of Mel Kiper. I don't do this shit because of Daniel Jeremiah. I do this shit because Lou played this game. Lou got a scholarship with this game. Lou was coached by some of the best coaches in this game who sat for hours out my day, grilled my ass, and I love the Cowboys so much. I started a YouTube channel. I got my camera, and I got on this bitch and started talking football. But then this motherfuckers I'm so passionate. I'm trying to win this shit longer than me. He want to call in? Hold on. It's right here. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. Right there. Right there. That's the number. That's it's people trying to come on here, bro, and tell me what I saw. I don't care about numbers, bro. I played tackle. I know when a sack is a sack. When I sit up here and tell you that Gary got a lot of cleanup sacks. Nothing against that. He got a lot of cleanup sacks, dog. As someone who played tackle, bro, I'm telling you, I know what a cleanup sack is. Oh, Lou, he was out there pass rushing. No, bullshit. See, this is why I don't like y'all Cowboy fans. Y'all be emotional, be trying to call me emotional. Nigga, let's not act like it was not Micah who was fucking shit up, and that's the reason why Gary got all that shit. Like, stop acting like that, dog. I'm not like y'all, bro. When a Cowboy, bro, once a Cowboy, always a Cowboy, bro, but he ain't with me right now, bro. I don't care. I'm not finna bash this motherfucking like. Y'all was the one saying he wasn't generational, not me. I stood flat-footed on the day of the trade and saying, bro, we made a fucking mistake. And I'm also being fair, and I'm not being the obnoxious Cowboy fan and saying we can't come out this shit. But at the same time, I'm not finna kiss Jerry ass. What the fuck he did for me? He ain't got me a damn, maybe you, Judah, are older than me, but he didn't get me a Super Bowl. He owed me one. Overdue. You know how many 8-8 seasons I grow up in this motherfucker? Do you know how many? You don't know my fucking pain as a Cowboy fan. Do you know how many 8-8 seasons I've seen this bitch? Huh? And y'all be mad when I'm over here over criticizing them in preseason because I don't like shit? Bring your arguments to the front. I'll hear you out. I'll be respectful. But I put in too much work for y'all to tell me I'm wrong. You don't know what you're doing. Nigga, I'm over here working a full-time job 200 miles away in school, trying to get my doctorate and doing this shit. I'm doing hoops around some of the mainstream media. I said it. So sometimes I'm too humble in this bitch. I hit on 75% of my fucking 75% of my fucking board because I sit around and I do what's the name? He calling in. Who's this? Yo.
Success. 1. Send a voicemail. 2.
Yo.
Is this Lou?
This Lou. What's up?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
It's Mom.
Yep.
I always want to get on you. Yeah.
What you don't agree with?
Said, I'm going to get you on one thing. See, I think Pop always give people a chance. If they mess up, then we get them out of here and get another person. But I got it. When y'all complain about, let me ask you a question before we get on that 1 second. When the Cowboys went 12-5 3 times, did you thought they was gonna go somewhere, or was you happy?
I thought we was close.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. See, that's what I'm saying. Now look what you just said. You thought when we went 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, this is why I be getting mad at y'all. When we went 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, everybody, who we going to the Super Bowl? Man, when we get our ass kicked in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs, getting the ass whooped, ran all over, no run defense, some sacks don't mean shit, motherfucker can't get a sack, and now y'all want to, who's to blame for that? Who's to blame for that?
Mark, how long you been watching me?
Bro, I started watching you a year ago.
What was the main campaign was I getting behind?
Well, now I'm going to give you credit. You said we need to stop the run.
And what was I saying was the main fix of stopping the run?
We need the 3 tackles.
Yes. How long was I pushing that?
You was pushing that a long time.
The moment we got Quentin Williams, do you know what was our ranking defense and run defense?
It still wasn't that good.
It was top 3. It was top 3.
Oh shit.
Yes.
10 and 12.
And guess what, Marv? That was with Kenneth Murray.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, even though I felt I can be happy we were 12-5, but at the same time, we were saying it from the beginning that getting a D tackle was needed with Micah. I'm not going to look. I'm gonna be honest with you, Marv. You don't pay Micah to stop the run. He has a contribution to that, but you pay edges to get after the quarterback. You pay corners to cover. You pay safeties to come out and fill in the hole and be the roof guys. You pay tackles to protect. You pay guards to run the ball. I'm not gonna blame something for somebody that we don't even pay him what to do.
Okay. Now, as a good point, I'm gonna give you credit. Right? That's what I was saying. Because I go to the camp. Now, I know Dallas Cowboys said, he's like, Bob's talking that smack about the D tackle. Okay, I was at the camp. They was favoritism. Now, I'm going to give you credit. They was favoritism. The D tackle from Auburn that he's talking about that I said, that dude right on the team. No, that guy had beat on your boy Mozzie. I was at all the practice. They couldn't run on him, and I was at the practice. I said, man, this dude, Mozzie was horrible. They put that kid in there, but they, like you said, now I'm going to give you one credit on that. When they pay the people, they want to play the people. And that's why we lose. When you favoritism in football, you're going to get your butt whooped.
No, let me stop you there. Because that's not what Boss was saying. Boss was saying, Boss didn't believe in Mozzie or Justin Rogers. Boss was saying, and this is what the Dallas Cowboys' main problem was, that they were going young at D tackle. You're paying a boy to do a man's job.
I know, I understand that. I agree with that. But I don't mind getting veterans, like you say. But you still, let me give you an example. I'm going to take it to the basketball scene right now. Give y'all an example. Over in Los Angeles, the Lakers coach is so dumb, he didn't play it's like me and you on the bench. He never played me and you. They were training us to get ready for the for playoffs. And look what happened now. You can see San Antonio, every player, Minnesota, every other team, the Knicks. They bench is taking them over the hump, while the Lakers bench can't do it because that dumb coach don't play his young boys to get them ready for that. That's the problem with the Cowboys. The Cowboys, you need veterans. I agree with you. But if you don't start training them boys and the young boys, that's why you keep that's why you draft. And you know this. You got to draft. It's like I draft you in the 3rd round. I know you're a good offensive lineman, but I never play you.
No, this is why it's not the same. I think the best equivalent in basketball, if you want to stay in basketball, to the D tackle is center. Center, Would you draft a fresh rookie and tell him to go out there and guard Shaq by himself?
No,
Why?
because Shaq gonna destroy him.
Because Shaq gonna what?
Gonna destroy him.
Because he's not in his man body yet.
That's right.
But it's the same. You know why? It's that you know why you don't do that? Because in college, see, I know more. College basketball, they only play a max about 40 games. Do you know how many games they play in the NBA?
82.
Plus the playoffs, which is 16. You're going over almost 100 games, and you asking him at the last point to go out there by yourself after you fresh off got Similac on your breath to go guard Shaq.
But let me give you a question. Now look what you just said. Now I'm gonna get you. Say you my starting D tackle. Then I get a young boy. Don't I need to rest you so you don't get hurt so you can be ready for the playoffs? You gotta play me too.
No.
That's what we all just saying.
No. This is what I'm gonna tell you what you did, because the Dallas Mavericks did that. I'm gonna tell you because and we won to the finals like this. We drafted a young center, and you know what the Dallas Mavericks did? And Derek Lively, they traded for another veteran because they knew he wasn't going ready. Because the best thing you can do for a guy at a man body position like a center or a D tackle is actually let them sit or control their environment. See, Christian Parker talked about that in his recent interviews too. He said letting them make mistakes in a controlled environment. We are out here trying to win games. I don't got time for Jay Tuia to test if he's strong enough to go up against somebody stronger than a Cooper Beebe. I don't got time for him to go up against a Tyler Smith. I need made men bodies now. It's more than just investing and saying like, oh, this is a young guy, he's young. No, dog. If you want the best for him, and this is what everybody else does, and this is why everybody has a smooth transition, Marv, when they drafting guys. I'm telling you right now, Quentin Williams, when he was drafted, didn't play all the reps. You feel me? Because that's how you usher them in. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if you did go to Bama. This is the NFL.
No, what you saying? We don't agree with that. But all we just saying, you still need to bring them young boys. You won't, but you still got to bring them young boys. Because if they don't, we're gonna be in the same situation that we're in. Let's go to the halfback. Blue's gonna be the third string. He's gonna take purpose, bro.
I want him to do that. I actually want him to do that. I want him to do that.
The guy that you think that y'all not thinking of is my boy from Pittsburgh.
Anaconda?
4-3. Yes. That's who's gonna win that number 2. Watch what I tell you. And I gotta tell y'all up. We can get mad. Oh, I bet you said, what more I'm talking about? Y'all are so long nation. Everybody is talking bad about my Denver thing. He's gonna run for over 1,000 yards, and I was right. And you guys was wrong, because all I heard y'all kept saying, let's get another back. Let's get another back. Y'all keep saying it. And that's cool. I understand what you're saying, because if you get hurt. But Israel, he's fresh, 225, on a 4-3-4-4, he's going to win that number 2 position. That's going to be your thunder and lightning.
Okay, keep going. I need more than just his vitals for you to be, look, bro, I played. I was 6'5", 340. The coach gonna say, okay, what else can you do? Keep going. Why else should we just award him RB2? Keep going.
No, he gotta win it and catch.
Exactly. If you gotta win something, if you are the best, if you are the man, I can throw you out to a wool of hens, and guess what? You're gonna come out with all of their fur on your back. If you truly that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because that's so I like the Israel. I love the Israel Anaconda selection, but at the same time as this, bro, I'm trying to build a Super Bowl team. I'm not trying to coddle anybody. I don't want any predetermined winners. This is football.
No, this is football.
This is football.
Now I'm glad what you said. I'm gonna be at the camp. I'll be out there. All I'm saying is I'll be pissed off. I say positive. Don't favoritism. Like I said before, I've been out to some camps, and they was favoritism. But since Now, my fraternity brother is the new defensive club, my captain.
Your captain.
And newborn.
He's a noob.
You don't know nothing about them captain. That nigga on your check. Newborn.
You're a noob. I feel you.
I'm a noob, nigga. So let newborn know. I know he listen, nigga. Same time to the day we die, nigga. So yeah. So you don't know nothing about that. I don't know what fraternity you in. You probably ain't in none.
No, I'm not in none. I'm not in none.
I know he ain't in none either. So he just over here talking. But all that we saying, I like to say pies. I know you be jamming them up. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be getting me pissed off. I'm just saying I'm listening to you. That everybody, let's let the best man win. No favoritism. That's all I'm saying.
But Marv, this is why I do my content like a coach. Like I'm a reflection of my coach. I told you, I started as a freshman. But I'm telling you right now, when I was in camp or when I was getting recruited, the Coach Nivens never made it clear to me that I was a starter. He never said, "Oh, this is your position." Like he didn't know he didn't let me know I was a starter till the day before.
That's what I like.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like that's the I don't want any predetermined. I'm talking about even for coach. I am the type, you might view it as negativism. I'm viewing it as I'm pushing your ass all the way up until the lights turn on. I don't want to make it uncomfortable for you until those lights come on. Did Jimmy Johnson do that?
No.
So if Jimmy Johnson, the best coach in our history, didn't do that, why are we allowing this shit now?
We shouldn't do that. Thinking like you. I want the best win to win. Stop favoritism. If a guy outbeat your boy, I'm talking about your boy, or outbeat my boy, he's supposed to play. Don't put the guy in there because be pissing me off.
But also, the same thing. You want favorite? I don't want favoritism either. So even though I love Israel, if Alvin Kamara is available, I'm calling the phone.
Well, if they call,
and that's all we're saying, though. Don't be so that's the thing we're going up against. I don't want, the one thing I hate is when we say, let's give him a chance. No. Because sometimes bringing in competition may bring the best out of you not bringing him in there. And he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to bring every dog out of you. Even a dog that you didn't know you had in you in there. And sometimes it's bringing in somebody that is a threat to you.
Now, you know they bring Alvin Kamara. He's coming to play. He ain't not beat. You know that.
I mean, but because look, because Alvin Kamara got. I'm not saying it's his job, but I'm saying is like, y'all. Okay, we know this is a former starter. So if the backups want the starter reps, you got to go through the starter.
And then you got the conversation. But I ain't gonna lie. You didn't tell me I was mad at you. But I understand what you said. Okay, now let's get to the next part. I understand what you said. First, now this is a key topic. Now, Lou, tell me if I'm lying. People piss me off. When Gary was over there for Green Bay, we gave Michael to the Green Bay. And you know I ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
The whole goddamn world was saying they had the two best pass rushers in the NFL.
I didn't hear that. I swear to God, Marv, I didn't hear that. I did not hear. Two?
I heard that. And your boy, what's the that be on Brian show?
Who? Brian? Broadus?
Brian. Oh, that's all I was heard. Yeah, and it was like, but this is what I'm saying. This will piss me off. When the Cowboys get somebody like that, all of a sudden he's a fucking bum.
I'm not saying he's a. So look, I was different. I actually never viewed Gary as a pass rusher. That I never said that they got the best. Because if they viewed Gary as a pass rusher, they would have never like been so horny to give us all them to pay for a Michael Parsons. You feel me? If you already got something in house, you're not gonna sell your soul for something else. You feel me? Like you will never see maybe this is not fair. You'll never see the Browns selling out for another pass rusher. You'll never see the Texans selling out for another pass rusher. Like, they found in a good deal with, the Vikings to bring in Danielle Hunter. I never viewed them that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's not me. Now,
I'm gonna give you credit, but everybody else was glad that Green Bay got the best pieces. That's all I was hearing. So now we get the guy, and let me tell you, let me jump everybody up. Oh, he's going to get cut. Hell yeah. So they're just trying to save money because they just paid Michael. And if he's going to win 2, and I'm not lying, Lou.
No, I'm not. I'm not feeling Marv. I'm not gonna let you sit up here and lie. You know you're talking to Lou, right? You know you're talking to Lou, right? You know you're talking to Lou, right? You know I do research, right?
Lou, if they would have cut him, he'd have got.
They did not cut him for money from Micah. That is a lie. Do you know how much?
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm letting you know. You know how much money Micah is making right now? We are right now tagging George Pickens for $27 million. It's gonna take 2 years of that contract for Micah to even get close to that $27 million. That's how much money he's making. Money he's making over there, Marv.
What do you think, Marv?
He costed $9 million last year, and he costed only $15 million this year, Marv. I'm not gonna spread that lie, Marv. I do research over here, Marv. I
know you do.
Marv.
But listen. I understand that. You said that, but I'm just saying the Cowboys got that kid so he can stop the run, and I ain't gonna lie. And he get 8 to 10 hours. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Mars Cowboy, we got that $50 bet that we gonna get 50 cents.
You gonna pay up? He said he needed your number. You got to give him your number. No, not me. Give him your number. Give him personally.
You got my number.
No, Marv. You gotta call that man straight up. You gotta bet with that man.
I ain't gonna put it on live TV.
No. I'm saying you got a Twitter or go. You know what I'm saying? Go out, connect with him. You know what I'm saying? DM. He said you ain't got to put out in the public.
We got a bet.
Oh, actually, just call him in next. What's the name? And tell him to lock in that number. You just call him. Oh wait, good.
I got $50 bet with you that Gary gets 10 to 13 sacks.
$50. You want $50 right here, right now? That he get 10 to 13 sacks? I'll take that bet, Marv. Right. Marv, I want my money, Marv. Marv, I'm telling you right now, when the final game goes quadruple zeros, triple zeros, I'm calling you, Marv.
That's the deal.
Marv, I'm calling you game 17, Marv.
Huh?
I'm calling you game 17, Marv. I'm telling you right now, you better have my money. I'm gonna send you $50, Marv. I'm gonna get your cash up and everything. I swear I would.
That's the deal. Look, I'm glad we got everybody heard that. Nobody get away.
We got it on wax. It's on wax.
We got it on wax.
Yeah.
We got it on wax. That's the thing. Cause y'all be telling my boy Gary, I'm going for Gary.
And hey, look, I'm gonna pay your money. If he do that shit, that's what we need. Because honestly, I don't think we have nothing else. I hope he can do that.
That's the best. And that's the only thing I had a beef with y'all guys about.
Yeah.
And the half.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mind if they bring in another half back. I ain't tripping. But I think Blue going to turn it up. Now, you say Blue can't run. Now, I think what you saying, because you playing lineman, is you saying Blue be tilted? Is that what you trying to say?
I'm saying Blue don't fit what Schotty traditionally got. And, I'm a man of patterns. Like, if Schotty didn't... If Blue ain't fitting like he don't change his mindset, similar to what Malik Davis is, or come in heavier. I want something that before we can even give somebody. I just want to give the chef all his ingredients. I'm be honest with you, Marv. I'm big. I'm not the type oh chef, cook this for me. No. I go in there. You want to know how I get my steak? I swear to God, they're like, oh Lou, how you going to a steak? I said chef's choice. However he cooks it, I want it.
Now, you run a line. Now, I'm going to get you. That front line was getting their ass whooped in the middle of this year. Dallas Smith only got the guy that played, the rookie played better than both of them.
Nah, Mark. See, Mark, I ain't gonna let you lie on here, bro. I ain't gonna let you lie on here, Mark. Tyler Smith didn't have a outstanding year, but they weren't getting their ass with Marv. That's a lie.
Man, they was getting their butt whooped sometime, man.
Marv, every time we ran, Marv, I just made a video. Marv, do you know what we was averaging YPC, yards per carry in some of these games? We was averaging close to 5 to 6 yards per carry in these games.
Sometime on the pass and rush with the pass.
I understand that. But
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Running game. I'm talking about sometime on that pass.
I understand, but listen here. Look, Mark. The last question before we get up out of here. I need to know that truth about that 10-2, man. What year did you do that?
I'm an OG. If I tell you my age,
I need a number, Marv.
I went to there in 1985,
1985. Okay.
That was 100-yard dash. I got it wrong.
So it was 100-yard dash, and so it wasn't 100 meters.
9.495.
You right.
You ball was right. I got the wrong time, but that's still fast.
So he was running gases, y'all. He was running 100. But all right, Bob. Let me get to the other card. I'm gonna lock you in, bro.
All right, man.
All right.
Okay.
We got the truth, man. Yeah, that's the truth for y'all, man. That's the truth for y'all, man. Is anybody want I need to get a different I need to get different. What's the name? Shout out to iPesos for the $5. I did not see you pay that. Let me write it right there. All right. Hold on, this is about.
Swab mic. Press 1 to send a voice.
Yeah. Turn down the back. Turn down the background. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear. Can you hear me? Oh. I think you had both of them on and it messed up the what's the name. Can you hear me? Listen, if call me one more time. If not, I'm finna get up out of here because I gotta finish editing this video, man. You know, because we still on the grind. Because I got y'all. It's gotta get y'all content for this week. It's gotta be ready. All right, call it back. Wait, it called back and then it. No, not this. What is this? Let me try to call him. Yeah, I ain't got a waiting area. I gotta upgrade. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
100 yards and 100 meters, major difference. That's all I'm saying.
This is my brother, y'all.
We didn't take 100 yards.
That's what, boy. They said this man was saying he was running the man when he said 10-2. That's what I was telling him, bro. Like, why wasn't Zariah and all them when they broke the record for the state in a 4x1? Like that was their times. Like
yeah, they did a 10-1-1.
A 10-1 each. See, like, bro, like, nah, man. You were doing that in 85? Man, hey, I was gonna say you a generational athlete. They should have been writing the Sprint movie about you. Yeah. What else you got?
Nah, I'm going to the here.
All right, appreciate it. Okay.
Lock it up, everybody. Lock it up in the chat.
Yes, sir. If y'all don't know, that's my brother. That's who gave me who taught me how to do the editing and all these, the camera and all that. So yeah, we finna get up out of here though. I appreciate y'all. This went over. Appreciate. That's my first call in. First call in was MJ. Ain't that a motherfucker? Finna get up out of here though. Gotta get to work on some more content for y'all. But until next time, we out.